Hey guys, this is Loki here from the Trinity Lift, bringing you an Infernoid deck profile. I recently went to my locals with this, and I actually got into the top 8 with this. It's a really fun deck to play, and let's just get into this profile by going through the monsters first. To start us off, I play 3 Hamadix. Uh, Honestly, one of the best Infernoids in the deck. Pop a monster. Who doesn't like popping monsters? Following Hamadec, we got Petrulia. I run Petrulia at 3 because Petrulia is a walking MST with 1800 attack. Pretty big beater with the MST effect. And then we got 3 Antindel. Antindel is a must at 3. He is your double attacking 28 beater, and he is the borderline for the summoning conditions of Infernoids, because Infernoids, you kind of special summon them if the level of effect monsters on your field is greater than 8. Because he is an 8, you can go into another one of him, overlay, or try to hit for game. Then 3, Slice the Miss. When he attacks an opponent's monster, you can banish 1 card on the field after the battle phase is over. And who doesn't like banishing cards? Then I'm running 2 Antera. Compulse. This is your Compulse of the deck. Love it because he has a 2000 defense. Really big to get over. Kind of hard, whatnot. And thanks to the Clash of Rebellions, I'm now able to play Decatron. For those of you that aren't really too familiar with Decatron, this is the only normal summonable Infernoid that you have in this deck. He is also a tuner, and when he is normal summon or special summon, you can send 1 Infernoid monster from your deck to the grave. Decatron gains its effects and adds the level to Decatron's current level. So Decatron just pretty much opens up a lot of XYZ plays, a lot of synchros, and comes real handy when you cannot special summon, so you normal summon him, go for whatever you need during that time. And we run Behemoth and Lilith. Lilith is the Heavy Storm, also negates monster effects and banishes them, not destroys them, banishes. So very good. As well as Behemoth, except when he comes out onto the field, he acts as a Dark Hole, 3000 attack, 3000 defense, and when spell or trap cards are activated, you can banish it by attributing 1 monster on your field. So yeah. And I'm running a very, very small Lightsworn, just 2 Lumina, 3 Raiden, and to finish up our non-Infernoids, Christia and Kinkabu. Kinkabu is just something I decided to throw into the deck. It's actually kind of useful, though I did not see it while playing. When it's normal summoned, you can special summon 1 level 4 monster from the grave. So you summon him, special summon the Decatron, activate the Decatron, send whatever you need to, and you can synchro up for something. And the Christia, just because Christia is one of my favorite cards because this is a target for the reasoning. And really, I wanted to try to keep the reasoning targets down to a minimum. So I have 4 eligible reasoning targets, plus the 2 Decatrons, and also the Kinkabu, but you hit it, Kinkaboo is the worst thing because the effect just fizzles. You get nothing off of hitting Kinkaboo because it cannot be special summoned. So let's move on to our spells. Of course, the 3 Reasoning and the Monster Gate. This just didn't. I am pretty much banking on these cards to thin out my deck to help me out rather than hoping for the Lightsworns to mill through my deck. That's just me. But I am running the 2 charge. Even though I have a very small engine, I want to see my charge as soon as I can. And since I can only run 2, I run 2. Then I played the 2 Galaxy Cyclone because this deck does have a hard time getting past the lose 1 turns vanities and lose 1 turns at 3. So yeah. And it just becomes very useful. It's in this deck, this Galaxy Cyclone is way better than MST because most of the time you're sending your things to grave, and in grave, this is where Galaxy Cyclone really shines. Then I played 2 Void Seers. 2 is fine. I like it at 2. For me, because my build is kind of weird, my card count in this deck is kind of tight, so 2 is fine. Then for the 1-ofs of the spells, got Raigeki, Void Imagination, and 1-for-1. The 1-for-1 is because I'm running Decatron. This helps me get into my Decatrons faster, helps me thin out the deck and eliminate my reasoning eligible monsters. Imagination. This just came out with the Clash of Rebellions, and I play it at 1. I like it at 1 because it allows me to load up my field, and drawing into this first turn after your opponent goes into an XYZ or something is just amazing. Play this, get out the Tiara, and yeah. Raigeki, don't need to say anything about Raigeki. And I'm running 5 traps. The 2 Breakthrough, 2 Mistake, and 1 Void Purification. Purification because recycling is a very good thing to do in this deck. Recycling just helps. Mistake is because I kind of wanted to try to capitalize on the kind of anti-meta aspect of Infernoids, because they do banish stuff from my opponent's grave. So while the Infernoids cut off the grave things, the Mistake stops them from searching, and the Christie stops them from special summoning. And the Breakthrough skill over Fiendish Chains because these things really put in work in the grave. So let's move on to my extra deck. To start us off, I play 3 Tiara. I feel that I can play 3 Tiara in this deck because I don't really go into the extra deck quite often, and the first effect of ever getting Tiara off is to send 3 cards from your extra deck to the grave, and why not send 2 Tiaras and some random thing, because sending the Tiaras you get names in the grave to more banishing. Then for my synchros, Star Eater helps get over the towers in sometimes. Then Scrap Dragon, Michael, and Black Rose. Really, I kind of feel that the extra deck isn't too important, but it is a nice thing to have on the side. Then we have for our XYZs. Tachyon, Failgran, Dracosac, Cowboy, Castel, Rhapsody, and Gemnite Pearl. But as a little... I know those were only 14 cards, and I have one special little card that I did not have during the tournament, but I would have liked to throw into the deck, is a Clear Wing Dragon. Just because it's another level 7. It gives me a little more variety to go through and whatnot. So that pretty much wraps it up for this Infernoid deck profile. And thank you guys for watching. This is Loki from the Trinity Lift, and I'll see you guys later.